Hello everybody, it's another edition of As the Crow Flies Hiking. We are at Adams Gap on the Pinhoti Trail. We got kind of a spur of the moment hiking trip together, an overnight. And because of that, I brought Sawyer with me. He's hanging out over there by the sign. Got some other guests that are gonna be on this trip with us. If you remember Stretch, Brad is going to be with us, and JBenHikes and Fireball, I believe, are all that's going to be with us. It is a foggy morning on the Pinhoti. It's going to be about 35, 34 degrees tonight, I think. Somewhere around there. So we got a little winter gear. Join along. We'll see you on the trail. So we're at Porter's Gap. That's where we're starting today, and we're going to end up where I said the intro of Adams Gap. I think we've got about 16 or 17 miles, something like that, that we're doing. And it starts here, and we're going to camp somewhere at about 12 or 13 miles tonight. Ready, buddy?
Yep.
Got the old school Go Light pack. So, frameless. It was one of the early frameless packs, and he's got the 50 liter. Check this out. Got the old Go Light emblem on it. Got that many years ago. I think off of Steep and Cheap. I think they were selling it super cheap. Morning.
Yeah.
Hey Saw, how you doing?
Good.
How's the pack?
Heavy, but my shoulders, but.
All right, as we continue from Porter's Gap to Adams Gap, we're crossing a road here, and it crosses going that way because we're heading north. You can see the trail sign. It's a small looking pack he's got on. Anyway, we're gonna head on the road for a bit and keep moving northbound. But essentially from Porter's Gap on the Pinhoti, as you get to this road, you climb up to the top of the ridge and go across the ridge for a bit, and then you go back down to this road. I'm not even sure what road this is. I'll have to ask somebody and put it on the screen. But we continue on the road for a bit, and then we get back on the trail. And we're gonna be heading back up, and we're gonna camp at a point. Can't remember what it's called. Started with a B. Anyway, I'll figure it out. But we're gonna go to a point and camp tonight, and then just have a few miles out. Got to bring Saw with me, so hopefully he's having a good time. He is way ahead of me. So as we were hiking, we stopped and we saw a lot of hunters. Looks like these hunters have, got dogs. So we saw the cages in the back of the truck where the dogs were, and they had radios and they were letting each other know where they were. And then we saw a conservation officer, and I was thinking, that's a tough job. You got to walk up on some guys with guns and tell them you're hunting illegally or something. Not that those people were, but that's what they got to do. Ooh, that'd be tough. I think I'd wait till they got back out to their truck. So from Porter's Gap to Adams Gap, once you cross the Talladega River, I guess, or Talladega Creek, whatever that is, down where the bridge is, heading toward Adams Gap, then you're going to climb up to the top of the ridge, is what we've just done. And it's a great little section. You're up on a ridge and left and right, and it is absolutely fantastic to hike. So we'll continue up this ridge and make it to the camp sometime tonight. It is absolutely perfect weather, probably in the 50s. So I'm still even working up a sweat. Oh. What'd you see, Saw? You see a place we can eat lunch? What about over here, Saul? This looks like a good place. Hey, look right here. This looks like a good place. Let's eat lunch over here. You ready for lunch? Okay.
And the cool thing about this is, like, if you fell, it's not far at all.
So from our lunch spot on Rocky Point 2 or Rocky Ridge, something like that, Rocky Top, that's it, number 2, then you go down the mountain a bit and you come into this boulder field. Very interesting. You got to be careful where you step here. And then we're about to come upon Claremont Gap, I believe. That'll be our next significant crossing. And then we'll move on. I think we've got about 7 miles left, maybe 6 miles left for today before we camp. I'm sweating. It's January in Alabama and I'm sweating. Oh gosh. This is the kind of stuff that you can roll your ankle on. Wet leaves and rocks all over the trail. It's pretty dangerous. We believe that's where we're gonna camp, is right up there. But this is Claremont Gap, where we will take a little break and then we'll head up the mountain. I believe we're heading up to the top of there, and that is where we'll camp tonight. I think we've got about 2 or 3 miles left. So I'm gonna catch up with the guys down here. They're hanging out, and we'll move on to the last stage of this today. It's been super fun to just hang out. My son is just killing it on the trail. He's 14 and he is absolutely going as fast as anybody else, which is good. It just kind of makes me look bad, but that's pretty easy to do. Saw, you're killing it, dude.
Salsa don't walk, he floats.
That's what I told him. I ain't coming when he comes in. He killing it, dude.
How are you doing?
I'm just trying to get it done, honestly.
Y'all okay?
I'm good, feeling good.
All right.
Got the water cache, drinking the Gatorades.
How much we got left?
About 4 miles, I think.
4?
I think it's less than that.
Okay.
I can look.
3 or 4 miles.
Okay. Where's the water cache? Is it right up here?
Right here.
Oh, there's the tree. Okay.
On the trail before
We're leaving Claremont Springs, and we're leaving kind of in a hurry because
yeah, he started
we heard shots all down there. All these trucks with dogs been kind of hovering around us, and we just heard about 3 shots, and everybody said, I think it's time to move on. So they're running these dogs all along these Forest Service roads. Well, the trucks are running back and forth, I guess, trying to find the dogs. And so we're leaving Claremont, headed toward, what's the name of that hill, that place? Huh? Burgess Point. All right, that's where we're heading. I think we got about 3.2 miles, if I understand correctly. And then we'll be at camp, get some dinner, and just chill out. So if you're hiking north past Claremont Springs here, just know that you've got to climb out of Claremont. And luckily there's switchbacks back and forth to get up the hill, but it's a climb. No joke on the Pinhoti. I hope it's not 3 miles worth of this. Oof. Made it up to the top of Claremont. Behind me, you see the Forest Service Road down there. I guess you can down there. And then the valley south on the Pinhoti. Just keep walking here. It's a beautiful view up here. It's amazing at the top of this. I think Sawsaw's ahead of me. He's got a good view. Let's take a look at this. What about it, Sawsaw? Oh, sorry, Sawyer. I'll say Sawsaw. Oh, let me get your picture up here. Now we're up on the top of Claremont Springs or Claremont Point. I don't know what it is. but it is absolutely gorgeous up here. I wish I could show you everything, but behind me is a ridge off as far as you can see. And on this side of the ridge, as far as you can see, just absolutely gorgeous up here. It was worth the climb to get up here and see all these beautiful views off to the left and the right. And because it's winter, you don't have the foliage to slow you down with your view. We should be at camp pretty soon, and I'll set up my duplex. And I think this is the first time I've had 2 people sleep in it. Me and my son will sleep in it. It'll be tight quarters. It'll fit 2, but just barely. He doesn't know it yet, but he doesn't have the best of sleeping pads. I didn't want to weigh him down in his pack, so he's got a Thermarest, one of those egg crate ones. So that's what he's using. But I also use that to, because he has a frameless pack, I use that to kind of frame his pack a little bit. So hopefully he won't complain too much about that. I don't think he will. He doesn't really care as much about sore back like I do. An old man, he's young and his back's still in good shape. There's the dogs that we've been wondering what they were in relation to the hunting trucks are down there. I don't know if you could see them or not, but those were the dogs that are hunting, and the dogs have been let loose up on this ridge. I guess they're tracking a deer. I just heard them over the other side of the ridge, and I looked over there and thought, well, maybe I shouldn't be that close to these dogs. Those guys may be shooting where those dogs are at. But it was cool. They had those tracking devices on them, and I guess they're moving these deer wherever they are, different places, so that they can find them and shoot them. That was close. I think we're gonna go get some water that we stashed here at the road, and then we should be very close to camp. I think it was very close to it where we stashed it. So we'll see. Here's the sign, and here's the road. Now let's go get some water. We gotta get our water, don't we, right here? Okay, we got off the Pinhoti and heading up this old logging road or something. It gets up to this old fire tower platform. I think it's a flat spot on top of this ridge. So I think that's where we'll camp tonight. See how it goes. We'll be there in just a second. Here's the concrete footings from the old fire tower we're up at. We're getting up on top, and look at this sunset.
Firewood.
Oh wow, this is freaking cool. Here's the fire. This is what you get when you go through briars coming up an old forest road. You get cut up pretty bad.
I'll hold it.
Good. I think that's pretty good.
That's the best I can do right here, and I think I'm gonna leave these bastards off.
All right, we are at camp. It was quite a struggle to get up here. It was straight up, and then we had to get on this old road to get to the fire tower. You can see this beautiful sunset behind me. It's unbelievable. So I've got the tent up, though it's not flat and it's not a perfect pitch, but it is up. I've got Sawyer's stuff all together, and he is blowing up my air pad right now, which is good because I don't have a lot of energy left. Probably pass out. And everybody else has got their tents up. I'll show you that. Just not a lot of place to put a tent up here. It's just it's a struggle. But look at that gorgeous sunset behind me. Unbelievable. It's beautiful. We're on top of this point. Take a look. We're going to get something to eat, maybe build a fire, and then probably turn in early. I'm pretty beat. It's only about 13 miles, but it was tough.
You're snoring, we'll take care of that.
There's Brad's Altaplex, Jason's duplex, and JBen's duplex. Okay. Sawsaw and I, we are got our stuff cooked. Sawsaw is having chicken teriyaki, Mountain House, and I'm doing the typical lasagna with meat sauce. We just got a few minutes left. We're waiting. We're sitting out here by the fire. Look at that thing. Isn't that awesome? JBen made us a huge, beautiful fire. So we are just gonna chill out after we eat, and then I probably will hit the sack pretty early. All right, guys. We'll check back in a little bit. How you doing, Saul? You all right?
Yep.
Okay.